everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches to come their way. It's the Browns going up against the Eagles. So now let's go to Cleveland, Ohio, where Jim and Phil have the call.
Eagles-Browns coming up on EA Sports as we get set for the opening week of preseason football in the NFL.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Bill Sims. Partner, good to be with you today.
Yeah, good to be with you too, Jim Nantz. And I'll tell you, we got two teams that can flat get it done on the field. These are two of the most physical football teams in the NFL. They just try to out-hit their opponents. And I say it all the time. When you out-hit the opponent, you usually win. So we're going to sit back and watch this.
Now as we go to the field, it's Tavon Austin back deep for the kickoff. The Eagles setting up here for the kickoff. This game is underway. And now Austin. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. Stafford's the man in charge of the offense here today as he continues to be the starting quarterback now in his 11th season.
Good job by the defense, all shifting inside. They're expecting a run up the middle.
Pick up about 4. And with this starting unit, as usual, the attention goes to the wide receivers who so often open up the game. Second down here. The Browns come to the line and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, if his head got yanked back the other way, an obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
Tackle made by Cox that time. I know they want to come out and establish the run, but, boy, this defense right now is not bending.
They're doing a good job so far, the defense, but on the offensive side, stay patient, keep pounding that football, and hopefully you can wear this defense down as the game goes along.
The Eagles with a nickel look here on defense. Second down and 8. Throws the pass. Secures it with 2 hands.
Stafford's job is to sell that play fake, and boy, did he do it that time. It fooled the defense, and they get the completion.
The line of scrimmage, the 36.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Handoff, running right through the trenches. Let's take a look at the defensive starters.
Set up now at the 36.
Stafford standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Complete to Allen. Smith there to take him down.
I know you won't believe this, but sometimes completing a short pass like that does give a quarterback confidence, so it does serve a purpose.
Only 35 yards to the end zone.
Third and 9. Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete.
It's really simple. Keep your eyes on the football. When they're not on it, that's when you drop it, and that's what happened that time.
52-yard field goal attempt coming up. The field goal attempt is good. It's good. They put up 3 here in the first to take the lead.
It's always good to get those points on the board and get the lead and get the other team chasing you.
Stephen Gostkowski's readying his team for the kickoff. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. This quarterback, at this point, this is not a first-time experience for him. He's been in a lot of big spots as he takes the field for the first time today.
Yeah, veteran quarterbacks, Jim, you're right. It's not their first time seeing a game, situations. They're ready for everything, and their thoughts are always good.
First down at the 20. Stewart's in on the tackle. After running it, it's second down. Halfway through this first quarter now. And he's tackled down after picking up the first. First and 10. On first down, it's back to the ground game. Here's a look at the offense. And if they're going to win today, this group of wide receivers must go vertical. They must open up the game for the offense. The Browns defense now is going to go nickel. Second down and 10. Complete over to Dante Moncrief.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
First down and 10. Toss to the outside. And picks up maybe 3 or 4. Here's a look at the defense with its ball-hawking secondary. Coming up, second down.
Let's go.
Still powering ahead.
the line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line. First and 10. Scrambling out of the pocket. The Eagles get a first down.
If you give him the chance, he will run the football. That's what he did that time. He tucked it in there and ran up the field and got a few yards.
They come to the line at the 31-yard line. First down at the 31. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete. Second down coming up. The Browns defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands.
Well, this is an easy call right now for the offensive coordinator. He knows the situation of the football game, so you give the quarterback a nice, safe play to run right here.
Will come out in the dime. The Eagles snap it at the 31. He'll throw it over the middle. Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Ertz is one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
The kick in. It's through there. The kick is good. And it looks like they won't have to worry about being behind entering the second quarter as the field goal has us tied.
Yeah, a little confidence boost, right? You know, anytime you tie up a game and once that game gets going and a few drives by each team, it makes you feel good.
The Browns are back deep, ready to return.
Austin's got a chance for a return. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Browns bring their offense onto the field. The last time they had control of the football, they did not come away empty-handed, but did not get a touchdown either.
Well, they got that field goal, and I think that's important. That field goal gave them a little confidence. They got some points up there that always makes you feel good on the offensive side. Now take advantage of that good feeling. Go out there and score a touchdown this time.
Let's see if they can finish off a drive. After a quarter of play, we've got a stalemate on our hands. Which offense can break this tie? We'll be back after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade. Win from within.
Back here to start quarter two. We are deadlocked right now in a game that has seen its fair share of defense.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to watch, isn't it? I love defenses when they come out and they just establish the line of scrimmage and beat the offense up. That's what we've seen so far, and I think it's going to continue.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Third and 7 following the incompletion. The reception by Chandler. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
That's a good job by the receiver, running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
The Eagles lined up in the nickel. First down at the 42. He's into the open. A foot race to the end zone. The 10 in stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
The Browns for the point after. And the point after is good. The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff.
Fields the football at the 8. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Eagles put some points on the board on their previous possession. Although it was just a field goal, Phil, they'll be looking to add some more right here.
Oh, absolutely. I think they were disappointed in that last drive. You got it going. You think, here comes a touchdown, then it doesn't work, and you kick a field goal. So a little disappointed. That should give them some momentum to get tougher and make this happen and get a touchdown.
From the gun.
Brings it into his body. Collins is able to read that play and make the hit.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Out of the shotgun formation.
It's complete to Brent Selleck.
Nice catch by the receiver, but it still doesn't get a first down.
Third down. From the shotgun. Looking across the middle. Brings it in.
The Eagles on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for third and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
The Eagles come out in the pistol.
Now first and 10.
Handoff made. That's a gain of 8.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Coming to the line right at the 50.
Second down, 2 to go.
Brent Selleck has the catch. That's another reception, giving him 2.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Here's Ertz. He's tackled at the 30.
There are so many players now in the NFL that are good. How about this tight end? He has got so much talent. That time he hauls in the pass and just makes it look so easy.
The Eagles come out in the pistol. First down at the 30.
Intercepted! They bring him to the turf.
And not only does their defense protect the lead, they force the interception and give their offense a chance to increase the advantage before halftime.
Good job by the defense. You know what they did? They just put more self-doubt into the opponent's offense. They're going to have a hard time snapping out of this today.
Melvin Gordon retakes the field. They're out in front in this game largely because he's been running roughshod over the defense.
Yeah, you said it right. He's running roughshod. He's breaking tackles. He's outrunning people to the edge. It's his talent that's gotten it done so far in this game.
The Browns come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 10-3. Dwyer is in the backfield. First down at the 24. Chandler has the catch. Chandler's taken down at the 46.
That time it was an easy completion for the quarterback on the play-action pass, and it fools the defense because look how aggressive the offensive line is. They sold the play to the defense, and the quarterback took advantage.
First down coming up. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Gordon's tackled down at the 36.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Coming to the line at the 36-yard line. The Eagles with a nickel look here on defense. They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. And it's complete to Dwayne Allen. Mark him down for another reception.
The Browns did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Halftime, 2 minutes away.
And now returning to the field, just 2 minutes to go, and it's a big spot as we've got an offense that would love to increase that lead before the intermission. They come to the line at the 28.
Get ready. Break 38.
From the gun.
Dwayne Allen has the reception.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
First down at the 24. Gets it out for the completion. Bennett's brought down, but not until he gives his team a new set of downs. The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now.
First and goal. Pass is intercepted. They'll take it at the 20.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense, and finally he gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points.
Well, the one thing that stands out as this offense retakes the field is that there's been some uncharacteristically dubious play at the quarterback position.
Yeah, it's not been good, but I'm not going to blame the quarterback for everything. The defense has a great game plan. They have fooled the quarterback and the offensive coordinator, and they're having a hard time adjusting.
I know it's just the first half, Phil, but when is he going to snap out of this?
Well, you hope soon. I know the coaches over there are a little surprised about the way this game is going. So, hey, offensive line, you pick it up. Give him a little more time to throw the football. He'll make better decisions to put it on target. Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Second down here after that run play.
Out of the shotgun. Out of the pocket. Into the open. Gains 13.
Nice job that time by the runner. Gets out of bounds after the play. You got under 2 minutes, and you need to stop the clock, so he gets it done.
The Eagles from the 37. And a flag comes out. And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
Holding offense.
The defense accepts the penalty.
The Browns come out in a dime package. The Eagles from the 27. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. On his way. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. Boy, things suddenly feel a lot different as that touchdown ties things, Phil, right before the intermission.
Oh, yeah, it just changes everything. It puts one team in a funk because they let the other team tie it up. And, of course, when you're the team that's behind and you score that touchdown to tie it up before halftime, man, that makes you feel great.
The Eagles have erased the deficit and can tie it right here. Man, the extra point is good. The Browns ready to return the kick. Will they take any chances here before halftime after this game was just tied? Scores 10-10.
The Browns are back deep, ready to return. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Browns offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 20. Gordon's got it on the handoff.
Good job by the defensive line, standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Second down coming up.
Neither offense able to pull away in a first half that saw 2 defenses matching each other step for step. Larry Ridley coming up next to break down this first half.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Right now, we've got a tie game, and that just means exciting football for us in the second half, as we'll have 2 teams playing 2 quarters to decide a winner. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Browns with the ball early in the second. Gordon's got great blocking here, and he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Eagles ball early in the second. Pass will be completed over the middle, and that connection will lead to a gain of 14 yards. The offense would later throw a pick to win the drive. Offense on the field now after the pick. The hurry throw would be picked off. Logan's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. After the INT, offense comes out now. Coverage breaks down here, and this goes 73 yards for the score. Eagles tied up at 10. And with that, we'll head back now to Cleveland, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field. The second half is underway. Who's going to break the tie? That's the question here as the third quarter gets started. And a touchback.
The Eagles offense comes onto the field after a tie ball game through 2 quarters, Phil.
Usually in the second half, offenses kind of get the advantage. Why? Because the defense starts to tire out a little, and you can spring different plays on them because you've learned what they like to do. Can they come out here and take advantage of this defense? I think they're going to have a good drive right here.
That's his first reception today.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
This next play coming from the 47-yard line. First and 10. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
That's a nice route on the outside. Nice throw by the quarterback. Puts him in good position to keep moving and get a first down.
Get ready.
Second down and 4. And the throw, it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
The Eagles will look to get to the 37 to pick up a first down.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Easy catch there, no one near him.
Corner routes are not thrown enough in this league anymore. A lot of teams don't do it because it takes a strong arm quarterback to get it done. That was a terrific throw up the field that time.
Selleck's usually a tight end, but he's in the backfield this time. The catch is made.
I love these timing routes. The out route, nice job by the wide receiver as he's breaking out towards the sideline. That football is right on target. Teams in the NFL spend about 30-40% of their time all week long practicing plays in the red zone. So there's a lot they can do here. Let's see if they come up with something that works.
First down and 10. That ball should have been picked, but instead it's knocked away incomplete.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
The Browns set at the line. Dime package.
Second and 10.
And this is dropped.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
2 tight ends on the field here. Third and 10. That's dropped by Ertz, who couldn't bring it in.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board.
Jim, that was a good job that time by the defense. They were bending, they did not break, and all they did was give up a field goal.
The Eagles getting ready to kick it away.
Catches it at the 2 and starts his return. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Browns talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Let's go. 188.
Oh, look at that. Linebacker's moving around.
Muscles through the defender. Gordon's taken down at the 40. He's got over 110 yards rushing on the day.
The Browns look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The offense back to the line of scrimmage after going for more than 40 yards on the previous play. Sankey's going to secure the handoff. And they'll end up losing 5 on the run.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Setting up now at the 45.
Dwyer is in the backfield. Second and long. Gains 5.
In a situation like this, third long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
And it's 3rd and 10 here after the run. Press coverage all the way. From the gun. Man, intercepted.
Midway through the third, and now the offense will take the field with an opportunity to extend the lead off the interception.
Yeah, and you know what it does when you're on offense and you get an interception or a turnover? It just gives you such a lift in your energy. You feel good about what you're about to do, and usually you're able to take it down and score.
The Eagles really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense, screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
The Eagles from the 27. Reaches out and grabs it. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
The Eagles coaching staff, they have been smart today. They are keeping everybody off balance. Even me, I thought for sure they would run the football. But no, they come out on first down, they throw it, they pick up solid yards. Good job by them.
Running room, ball is out.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
The Eagles take it from the 43. What an amazing effort by the receiver to strip him of the interception.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
The Eagles take it from the 43. Brent Selleck makes the catch.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's 3rd and long, and you always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field,
it's intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
Phil, this defense has been making plays all season long, and today they do it at the right time. Late 3rd quarter in a close game with the interception.
Well, once again, they have set up the offense, and let's see if the offense can finally come through and take advantage of that turnover or that tremendous interception by the defensive player.
Gordon's going to take the handoff now.
The Browns offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job by the offensive line.
The Eagles defense now is going to go nickel.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Gordon's met at the 44. He's now pushed past 120 yards rushing today.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Corners are backing off here. To Tompkins. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
The Browns Spartans did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
And the quarterback is taken down by Kiko Alonso.
Nice job that time by the defense getting the sack. The blitz was well-timed. When it's well-timed, the offense doesn't have time to react, and they get a good sack.
The line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line. The Eagles defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel to the ground.
It's not always about being safe on 3rd and long. Every coordinator has a group of plays that they like on 3rd and 15 plus. So it could be seams, double moves, plays where you catch the defense by surprise and you can pick up a very tough first down situation.
Takes it from the gun. Gordon makes the grab. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
We head to the 4th. Which of these defenses will crack first? We'll be back after this. We head to the 4th quarter, and these defenses have certainly shined, but they both know one little lap can cost your team the game.
Yeah, it could. If you have a big-time mental breakdown, it would cost you the game. But I look at this too, Jim. Low scoring. Here we go in the 4th quarter. I'm looking at whichever defense makes that big play to win the game. That's what I'm looking forward to. Who can get that big turnover?
And with that field goal having tied it, this promises to be a super finish to this game, Phil.
All right, coaches, it's up to you right now. Who's going to choke? Who's going to make that bad call? Because I know one of you two will. Can't wait to find out.
He'll take it from the 6.
Well, a lot of good things happened on both sides of the football this time. How about that return by the return team? Good job, good blocking. Look at the speed of that guy running. They get the tackle from behind. They stop the touchdown.
The Eagles defense has stepped up big time here today, Phil. When we met with the teams yesterday, we kind of walked away thinking this might be an offensive shootout, but that's certainly not been the case at all.
No, it hadn't been the case. And you know what that tells us? Even the coaches don't know what's going to go on sometimes on game day. You can practice all week, and you think the game's going to be slanted on one side, and it turns out to be the opposite. But this has been good. Defenses have been dominant and fun to watch. Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Eagles from the 27, trying to fight through right up the middle of the field.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
First down here after the run. The Browns lined up in the nickel. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Ball is out. Oh, they cough up the football and the defense takes possession. Huge defensive play to start the 4th, and now the offense has the chance to grab the lead here late.
Oh, it is big. Look how excited the football team is because they know that turnover could be the difference in the game.
The Browns stepping back onto the field to get this next drive underway. Their previous possession was a field goal.
Yeah, I think they feel good about that field goal. They made some good plays, and they got down there, and they moved the football, and they got in position where they could kick the field goal. Now you take the knowledge that you gained from that last drive, use it, and try to go down there now and score a touchdown.
They've got to be wondering, though, can they finish off a drive today?
Gordon is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
The Eagles with a nickel look here on defense. The Browns from the 32. Melvin Gordon makes the reception.
Well, I guess the only good thing you can say about that play, the quarterback's happy. He gets a completion, but it only goes for a couple yards.
Now looking at third down. Playing press coverage to the outside. Quarters formation here for the defense.
From the shotgun. Gordon makes the grab. Has the first down and a whole lot more.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time. He throws it down the field for another completion.
At the 30-yard line, here comes the snap.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. Nothing will drive a coach crazier than a false start penalty.
False start, offense.
First down here.
It's Sankey in the backfield. Sankey's taking the handoff. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Sankey's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play.
They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage.
Sankey's handed the football. Mebanes all over that offense and brings him down.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
The Browns take it from the 33. Has the reception all alone.
The Browns put themselves in a terrible situation. Third and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that first down. Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time. If you're the quarterback, it's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this. I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Sankey's got it on the handoff.
The Browns put themselves in a tough situation here. On second down, you run the football, and what do? You lose yards. Now you got third and long coming up. You got to be careful in situations like this. Everything goes to the side of the defense.
He'll get it again. Sankey's brought down after picking up only a yard.
Chip shot here. Drives it through for the field goal.
Kickers are like everybody else, like quarterbacks throwing the football. When their confidence is high, they can make it look easy. Another nice field goal by the kicker.
Stephen Gostkowski's readying his team for the kickoff.
Takes off from the 5. The Eagles just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
Well, here we are. The offense has 2 minutes to try and erase the deficit. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. The Browns with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. 1st and 10. Should have had it.
These receivers in the NFL, they are so good now. Anytime you see a drop pass, it's almost always the one reason. They took their eyes off the football before it got there.
Second down, late in the 4th quarter.
Get ready.
The Eagles take it from the 28. And a gain of 4. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. This is an almost must-convert scenario. 3rd down coming up here in the late stages. Yes, that's 4-down territory, but you don't want to face make or break at this point.
Yeah, on the defensive side, now it's time for the coach to do his job.
Intercepted. Tackles made. That interception was a backbreaker. That may have been the last chance, and I'm sure it's a throw he wishes he could have back.
You know, Jim, in situations like that, sometimes it can turn out the wrong way. You take them down, you score, you're the starter player of the game, but this time it's going to turn out to be the GOAT.
The Eagles will stop the clock here with this timeout, needing to preserve time. This will be 2nd down.
Look out, the defense is showing a blitz here.
Gordon's going to secure the handoff. Then picks up about 3. The Eagles will call for the timeout. They need every second to be preserved at this point. After that run, it's still 3rd and 9 to go.
Get ready.
Sankey's going to take the handoff now. The Eagles stop the clock in a hurry, trying to hold on to every precious second. The defense needed to slow this game down. That timeout might be very useful. Now they're ready to go. Moncrief's going to look for space now. That picks up 11.
Well, when you see a situation like this with only needing 3 points here to tie the game up, the offense is going to be cautious, I think, because they know they have 4 downs. But on the other side, what is the defense going to do? They're going to protect the end zone, maybe give up the field goal, or will they go for it, take a chance, and try to win the game?
Snapping out of the gun. Makes the play. That's his 4th catch of the day. 1st down. Pressure on every snap now. They're back at the line after that catch for a 1st down. Out of the gun. Now on the move. Every play is huge now. 2nd down on the way.
Well, you go to the hurry-up offense for many reasons. One, you're trying to get as many plays off and use as little time on the clock as...
Touchdown in the late stages.
This has been a game with so many different twists and turns, and now the touchdown pass and the late going gives them the late lead.
I'm going to say this about the quarterback. Here we go. Count them, Jim, all the cliches. He came through in the clutch. He made it when it counted. He stepped up to the next level. All I know is that was one good pass.
Nobody knows a good cliche better than you, my man.
I'm telling you, I'm a cliche man. I love it. Because, you know, I write these things down. Wait, I got so many of them.
The Browns are back deep, ready to return. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
Well, partner, it looks like it all comes down to this, and when this team finds itself in these kinds of situations, that man right there is almost always the one they turn to.
Yeah, they do, and rightly so. That's why they pay him money. That's why he's one of the star running backs in the NFL. So you don't go away from him in a situation like this. Give him that football and let him do his thing.
And you can feel the tension in the air. First down at the 20. Makes the catch in the open field. The Browns are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The Browns take it from the 33.
Throws the pass.
Allen's able to get the job done and picks up the first down.
First down, offense readying for the snap.
Get ready. Brad, 38.
Scanning the field.
And it's incomplete. So they're coming off an incompletion. They do have a timeout, so they could go to the middle of the field if they want to here in the late stages.
You're exactly right. That's what it does for you. You know, the defense is not dumb. They're going to protect deep. They're going to protect the sidelines. They want you to throw it underneath. And if you do and you get tackled, you're right. Use that timeout.
He's picked off again.
What a horrible time to throw the interception. But hats off to the defense here, Phil. They come to play the takeaway at just the right time.
Yeah, listen, I give the defense all the credit in a situation like this. You know, they took advantage of a quarterback who they knew was going to have to take a chance, and they were ready to pounce on it.
Get ready.
Takes the knee.
Well, it's a big performance in front of a primetime audience and a sweet victory at the end.
Of course, the players are not thinking about the fact that, hey, a lot of people are watching us here today in this game. But when you win, and then you sit back and think everybody was watching us and you played well, boy, that is some great experience.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.